Hello guys, and welcome back to another episode of No Man's Sky, Void Explorers. We started with harvesting our farm and getting a little bit more money and crafting some economy items, and then finally working on some other things. We also called back our, I believe our frigates, and there was no damage this time, so we're good on that part. And what else did we do? We did just basically that. After that, what we worked on was we got this little quest thing going on when we entered this system, so I figured we would kind of do that one next. And I had to get to my ship, so I think we'll take the Corvette today. So we needed to go to this desert planet. It has the water icon. I'm assuming we have some water quest ahead of us. Though this planet doesn't actually have any water on it, we did come across one of these terminals and we did learn a couple things about it, so it actually pointed us to another planet that we had to go to, where it did have water. So we went to the terminal, we learned a little bit about the people that left the message, and then we basically got back in our Corvette and flew over to the next waypoint, so we'll head over there next. The next planet is, I believe, another desert planet, but there isn't really any hostile things we need to worry about. It's actually a pretty easy planet to go to. We've already explored it. So it's somewhere in the water here. I guess we were right about it being a ocean quest, so we'll need to do some diving, try to figure out whereabouts the building or location is. So it's really hard to see in this fog, like the underwater fog and stuff, especially on this planet. So we'll just have to kind of take it easy, try to locate it, follow our little marker here. It's somewhere around here. There is some smoke of some sort over there. So we'll check that out. Might be over here. It was saying it's the other direction, but I have a hunch it's over here. And yeah, it's a crashed ship. So it looks like that's where we need to go anyways. The icon for the marker is over on that beacon there. And there's an underwater pod by the looks of it. Check that out first. Can't fly in there. Gotta go around the other way. But yeah, I guess we'll claim that ship and go to the beacon. So we learned from the beacon that there was a crash or something like that. There were kind of like explorers, and there was a crashed freighter or some other type of ship that basically fell down with this this one here. So we'll have to try locating the crew. It looked like there were some survivors. After that, what we did was we just quickly grabbed the Class C fighter and we added it to our fleet. We'll sell this for scrap eventually, so before we could find the crew, what we needed to do was we needed to build a Nautilus, or whatever it's called. It's like a ship type thing. I was having some problems trying to find the build tab for it because we're too close to our Corvette, and that actually counts as a separate base thing. So we'll have to go a little bit further, and we did unlock two things here. We got the surface one and the underground one. So we can build either one of these. I think we have to build this one first though. So we'll place this one down here. That should spawn in our craft, which we'll have to do some other missions with. So we have to, I think, drive around with it first and just get used to the controls and stuff. So we'll try first person and second person out. It does need fuel first before we can actually use it, so we'll work on that next. Got resources to craft that up, so we're good on that part, and we should be able to just drive around with it. Looks like it didn't fill the fuel requirement all the way up, so probably need a lot of this. So this is what it kind of looks like in that view. And what about the first person view? That's actually pretty good. Now the only thing about the controls and stuff I don't really like is it's hard to get down to the surface below the waves if you're above it, but it does feel pretty good. And yeah, this is basically where I kind of got was able to get that part complete, and then I think we needed to go to another location to try to find some crew or something like that. So we'll dock here and get ready. Alright, so the next location that we had to go to was this underwater abandoned building. There wasn't really too much to do other than access the console. There are these things here that kind of need to be destroyed. They'll actually pull you in and start harming and stuff, so you had to kind of destroy them with a gun, and that usually worked. Now, I was using just my bolt blaster, which is kind of like a machine gun kind of thing. Well, it can be considered a pistol too if you don't have an automatic weapon, but there's usually only 2 of those at the base, one on opposite sides. Now, there is another hostile thing on the other side here. There's that whip thing, so you have to kind of plan out what entrance you're going to enter. But we chose the right side, so it was perfect. And yeah, it's just a matter of getting a little bit more information. We got, I think, blueprints for a scanner, which will allow us to locate basically structures around. So we'll be able to add that to our diving ship and find the next location. So just grab all that stuff and good to go. I forgot my pass apparently. So after that, we went to another starship. I thought we had to go to a starship, but I don't think this was the case. I think we actually had to go to a freighter instead. So we're able to claim that at least. A good way to actually claim those ships. So we did locate a freighter not too far away from where we were. I just flew over there with the Corvette. The nice thing about the Corvette is you can dock above the surface there on the water and just kind of dive in, so it's really easy to get to these locations with Corvette. I can only imagine what it would have been like if you were trying to basically do this without a Corvette. So it's actually been really easy with that particular ship itself. We did have to locate the thing. I think we had to hop in the thing before we could actually continue the mission, so we did find that, and we found the beacon. Now, there are locations around here that we basically mined up and collected resources from. We were able to get a Corvette part as well. So there was a whole bunch of stuff here. But yeah, there's just a whole bunch of locations around here, possibly even more than what the ground surface one has. I think I came across like 6 or 7 different containers that you were able to dig up. Definitely a different layout than what you were used to on the surface, but there was quite a few of them around here. I guess they give you more just in case some are compromised, like from terrain and stuff, so that's always good. We did manage to get the resources out of here and then collect the actual items. And yes, you do get radiation still, so you have to kind of be really quick on getting away from those. But overall, it was pretty easy to do. There was quite a few of them that we needed to go to. There was one over here, which is usually unusual to have it right next to the beacon, but I haven't been really exploring these ever, so I don't know if this is actually normal or not. I'm guessing it is, but at least compared to the surface one, it isn't. So yeah, we did that for a while, got a whole bunch of components and stuff. After that, what we did was we needed to go to another base thing, and there was these things here, little eyes. So I just used the shotgun on them, and that actually worked way better because it did a whole bunch of directional damage. So we were able to take that out quite easily, and I just went to the other one and shot it once, and that took it out with one shot. So I'm pretty happy with that. And then we could go do the quest. Just have to be really careful of the hazard whips and stuff here. That one's on the outside this time, so we're good to go on that. And we did this for quite a bit of few other abandoned structures. Kept bringing us between a whole bunch of them. Apparently they were diving to these locations, and eventually somebody got stranded or something like that and hurt. But we did get that mission complete, so I decided to go to the upgrade thing, grab a couple ship modules for a Corvette. And after that, what we did was we installed that, and now we have a better weapon there. And then we went to our, I believe, the other place for the exocrafts, so we could get the upgrades for them. They were right across the other location here, so we just talked to this guy. And we were able to get, I believe, a couple different components. There was an engine module that will make it more efficient, and I believe the other one was something to do with a cannon, so we might be able to put a cannon on it eventually. We'll probably have to unlock that part. After that, we needed to get a place set up where we can actually spawn in our exocraft, or basically our ship here. So I made some customizations, also added those upgrades to it, and yeah, just minor stuff. Try to optimize it as best as possible for the upgrades. But other than that, if you are new to my channel, don't forget to subscribe, comment down below, rate the video, let me know in the comments what you liked about it, share it with your friends, and I will see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching. Peace out. I hope you have a good day.